Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Tim Brown, and this is another edition of Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee. And I'm extremely excited to talk to you today about 5 crazy effective ways to spend your 2019 marketing budget, but also your time if you're just bootstrapping. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this. So I'm going to try to be valuable in about 10 minutes for you in ways that, I don't know that in any way possible that I can, basically. One second, I'm going to take a sip. All right, so my main idea with spending your time and money in the most effective way possible for marketing is that you need to identify what these activities and habits are for you. So where did you get the lion's share of your business for this past year? So if you got a lion's share of business from any of the 5 things that I talk about, really, it's more important that you put your effort into those things where you're currently getting business. But I am going to share mine. The second point is that there needs to be systems. So you need to create systems that support these things, regular habits, weekly, monthly, quarterly goals for the things that are bringing you the most business. So identify what these high value marketing tasks are for you, and then create systems that support those things, regular habits, track them, and have accountability around them. So I'm going to share with you 5 of ours that I think are the most likely to get business this next year. The first one is event marketing and influencers. So I realize that there's kind of a pejorative connotation with influencers nowadays, but who is influential in your industry? And I do think that that is still very much worth it and is continuing to be worth it more, but especially when you pair it with events. So we've made a goal for me to do at least one sit-down meeting with a possible referral partner or go to an event each week. So I'm trying to make sure that I do that. But hosting events is huge. And I noticed, we compete as an SEO company. We compete with events for marketing budget. And I do think that they're extremely effective and powerful and wonderful. We're so much more likely to do business with people that we like, know, and trust. And events are just a way to get in front of more of these people and to allow, hi, Kayla. So it's super nice to be able to allow people to like, know, and trust us at events. The second one is paid search. So expanded exact match keywords. So I find that it's most useful to be in front of people when they're looking for me. So Google allows you to do that through its paid ads, even if you don't have very good SEO on your website, etc. So I used to kind of hate this idea because I loved SEO, and SEO just means getting in front of people with content and stuff like that on Google. But the keyword plus other terms and using expanded exact match on Google Ads is extremely effective. Just paying for your top 20 to 50 keywords in Google. It's still relevant now and powerful in the right niche, especially if your leads are worth a lot. So paying for your top 20 to 50 keywords. Number 3, search engine optimization. So this is our specialty, and I waited till number 3. So so if your site is not set up well to be easily crawled by search engines, it's extremely important that you get that fixed. So SEO is no longer a nice to have. It's really baseline marketing. It's plumbing. It's getting the basics right. And it's just to participate in the internet today, you need to be able to be crawled, and people need to be able to find your services. So SEO is that. It also has one of the highest returns on investment in a recent poll of marketing leaders. Number 4, paid social. So about 5 years ago, there's a switch on Facebook where businesses were having a harder and harder time getting the attention of people. There's an algorithm shift. So in the process of that algorithm shift, a lot of businesses, I remember I was working for a restaurant at the time, was not extremely excited about that shift, and in fact turned us off from social media. It's been a while since that point, and I think people are getting the picture. You can get a good amount of traction on Facebook for low effort, but you do have to pay for it. But it is worth it. So Facebook and Instagram ads, and figuring out where people's attention is, and serving them up ads with landing pages and resources, and getting in front of them. So the biggest piece is that the creative has to be good. So how are you snatching their attention with spot on headlines and images, and attracting them to take the next step? That's super, super important. So targeting is important, and Facebook ads are extremely good for targeting particular groups of customers. But if the creative is bad, you're not going to attract anybody anyways. So number 5, remarketing and geo-targeted display ads. So really, geo-targeted just means you can get in a particular area of the map. And if you are a local business, a service provider, this is a no-brainer, especially if you do specific ads to specific cities and talk about that city in the ad, because it's much more likely to get a click. And in this way, for small businesses and service-based businesses, this is an amazing way that you can compete with the big guys, that they won't be able to scale down to your city or the surrounding cities in the way that you can. So playing small ball and putting effort into these, small markets is a way that you can really beat them, because they aren't able to scale to every little city. So if you have the 5 cities surrounding you, it's a great way to spend money as a service-based business. And, I really do think that paying attention to the ROI, or the return on investment for your business and your marketing activities, is super important. I'm going to leave a couple comments below that will on our Facebook. So it'll be facebook.com/hookagency if you're on Instagram. But I'm leaving these comments below the video. I have written all this out in a way that you can reference later in the first one. And in the second one, I'm giving away the audio book that I wrote not that long ago. It's about essentially taking 2 days and just, finding your highest value marketing tasks and really cranking on those for 2 days. So I think it's something to look at. It's a free marketing audio book. It's called Growth Hackathon, and it's about spending 2 days of concerted effort on your marketing and getting it right. And I think it would be interesting to you if you're really passionate about getting your marketing right. And then lastly, there's a big guide for marketing directors. So if you're a marketing director or marketing manager at a company, this will walk you through what I think will be, powerful marketing activities for this next year. And I know that people are starting to think about their marketing budgets and their, what activities are they doing on a regular basis. We think that search engine optimization is a massive opportunity for especially small to mid-sized businesses, and we can really help people get more leads and traffic from Google. But, it's really important to identify what your high value marketing tasks are and spend the lion's share of your effort and money on those things. And, definitely chat with me if you have any questions about any of these things. We love being of service to people if they have particular industry questions or things like that. We have had a lot of experiments. So we've had the opportunity to experiment on a lot of projects, and we figured out the best ways to get more traffic from Google. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope some of this has been useful to you. Have a great Monday, and try to do a little bit more of what you love about your work this week. And join me next week for Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee. All right, bye.